How's it going, everyone?
Hey guys,
This is Ben,
this is Diego.
and right now you're talking with the guys over here at Limited Editions Comics and Collectibles here in the RGV. And today we're going to go over the first issue of Immortal X-Men. And how we do it for every breakdown, every review is going to be art, character development, and then story progression and thoughts. So let's get into it. Art is subjective. Always give that disclaimer. I'm down with the art on this one. You?
I like it too. Not too much happens because it's not an action-packed issue, but I feel like the art is fluent with what's going on. It's very focused on the characters and the subject of, I guess I'm going to say, Nathaniel, Mr. Sinister. And it works for what's going on with the story, I guess. It's not too exciting, but it's fitting for the world of Krakoa in this story.
Okay. So, me, I'm down with it. I like it a lot. I have no complaints. Penciling is awesome. Inking is awesome. Everything is sharp. From there, let's get into character development. Now, in regards to this issue, obviously, the person that has the most character development, it's not even character development, it's just that we are getting more of a personal insight to how he thinks. It's Sinister because the entire issue is being
narrated by Sinister. Every 90% of the word bubbles we see, actually, I think all word bubbles we see, just thought bubbles, are Sinister. So,
yes. And honestly, it's a breath of fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it was a great call to put this as a Nathaniel-centric storyline, because I don't know if he was like this in the past years, but Sinister's hilarious.
Yes. For sure.
Like, I don't know if he's always been this funny, but whoever is doing the dialogue for this guy, outstanding. It made this such an easy read, even though it's super dialogue heavy. You have to read a lot. This isn't for folks with short attention spans.
I mean, if you're reading most of the X-Men stuff already, you're used to this. If you're used to House of 10, Powers of 10, yeah.
So this is going to require some 9th level intellect, guys. Okay, so, but I like it. I like it a lot. And besides that, we really don't get too much other character development. Of course, like Xavier, Eric, Destiny, Mystique, they all have their dialogues, but it's not really anything serious, to be perfectly honest.
Closest I guess would be Eric Magneto, since, well, I guess we're going to that in story, but
okay.
Yeah.
I think that after Sinister, it is going to be Hope, and then it's going to be Selene. And the reason for that is because Eric steps down as part of the Quiet Council, and obviously someone needs to take his spot. Selene presents herself first, and then Hope interrupts. But I'm going to go with Hope right now. So Hope is essentially saying, well, listen, I'm part of the 5. We're the reason why the mutants are essentially able to move the way that they're moving and take the risks that they're able to take, because we bring these people back. Along with Wanda, we were able to create sort of like a pseudo paradise heaven for these mutants that aren't with us right now, but they still have the opportunity to come back. If you don't make this call to put me onto the council, a lot of people are going to be angry. That was her play, and she had valid points. She said that essentially for the past year, I've been doing what you wanted. I've been being a good soldier, doing what I was told, but now it's time for the Five's voices to be heard. Because it's funny that we're doing, like, that we're such a integral part um, of this island, of this nation, such a pillar of this nation, and we don't have any representation. So that was solid. And Celine essentially saying that, look, here's the deal, guys. Destiny took Apocalypse's spot, but Destiny is no Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she is a powerful mutant because of her ability, she is no substitute for Apocalypse. You need someone in there to fill that void, and I can fill that void. Right? And then Sinister essentially saying, well, like, both of them are giving a ultimatum, like, I suggest that that you choose me or else. They both had like this or else type of punctuation at the end of their presentation to why they should be on the council. And that's going to lead us into story development on my side. But as for you,
you kind of took everything I wanted to say, mostly about hope, and already explained it. So I don't know what else I can say, other than I mean, pretty much what you said is what I wanted to say about hope. So there we go, guys. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's get into story progression. So I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one.
All right. So story progression. Basically, we start off with Magneto announcing his step down from the council and that he's going to Morocco, right?
Yes.
Yes. Storm, which we'll later be seeing in X-Men Red. And it's the discussion of the council, and that's most of the issue is. But of course, with Nathaniel's speech and what's in his mind. So we go from the council, we go to Hope, we go to Celine, and where we end up is back in Nathaniel's lab. So, Sinister cloning, we know the gist of him already. And by the end of the story, we learn that he has clones of Moira. But what's interesting about that is that, at least from my memory, Sinister's never met Moira. At least from my memory. I don't remember if Sinister has met Moira. I mean, we just know, of course, Charles and Eric and Logan, but I mean, really, how did he get her DNA? How did this spiral? And what's the outcome of this? Time will tell. And that's also with, with X lives, or 10 deaths, 10 lives. We know that there's an 11th life of Moira at the end of that. So we'll see what this culminates to. I'm curious.
Yes. There's a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions too.
So that's like the main one. It's like, okay, so how did Sinister get Moira's DNA when the only people that knew of Moira's existence was Eric, Charles,
Mystique?
No, wait, pause.
Oh, okay.
Cypher. And remember, Mystique didn't find that out until later.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
And I don't think she had enough time to, like, during that battle, to take Moira's DNA and then give Sinister a sample. Why would she even do that?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. And Sinister, during this issue, he didn't give us any clue that he's in cahoots with Destiny and Mystique at all. So how did he get that sample in order for him to do his DNA? Now, Sinister says, okay, so life, one of the things that he learned was, like, life isn't meant to be treated as an experiment because you can't have a redo. But now he has Moira. Okay. He has Moira's X gene, right? So the only thing that I have questions about is Moira's X gene isn't that she creates different continuities. She erases the current timeline. From what I understand, that's how her power works. It's not like she's creating like multiple different timelines, multiple different outcomes that you can just go to. Like, it's not like Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, like how he goes back. Yeah, I'm gonna change your time so your time serve, but when I go back to mine, my timeline is still messed up. No, like when she goes back, that's it. Timeline restarts. So if so, I hope that in the coming issue it explains whether or not Sinister was able to sort of tweak Moira's X gene, because if he uses her powers, then how is powers, house, swords, Inferno, 10 lives? How's that even happen?
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we'll find out eventually. At least I hope, or at least we'll get some clarity on the situation. But yeah, no, I really don't know what's gonna happen, what's going on exactly, and where the plot's gonna go with this. Only that we just have to wait and see what Kieran Gillen and everyone on the X team tells us eventually.
Outstanding. So this is monthly, correct?
Yeah.
But in order to keep up with what's going on, you can follow along in the continuing X titles. Yes. And you can do that by supporting your local comic book store. If you're here in the RGV, I implore you to please come down, visit your boys at Limited Editions Comics and Collectibles, and we'll take good care of you.
Yeah, and this isn't the only X title. I mean, we have a lot of X titles coming up with X-Men Red, we had Legion of X, Knights of X. If you want to get the bigger scope of the X-Men story, we have all these titles, and we will be getting them all and reading them and talking about them as best we can.
Yeah. So, until then, this is Benjamin.
This is Diego.
Please, do your boys a favor. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Until then, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye, guys.